So, Natural Onyx, how long have you been with the Luv Locz Experiment?
So I think it's been 3 years, 2021.
Okay.
When they dropped their first album, the Honey and Sage album, that was the moment where I kind of got infused into the Luv Locz Experiments. I became a part of the experiments.
So were you involved in the first album, or you came after it was dropped?
I came after the Honey side of the album.
Okay.
The first album was a double disc.
Okay.
So the Sage side of the album was a album that was primarily produced by Javez and his brethren. And yeah, I came in on that part of the album. So
Okay.
I just missed the studio.
Okay. How has the band changed during that time? Like, how have you seen the band?
Well, and I would put this in the light of my own growth and development. Like, it's been like, since the fusion, it's been like this constant just escalation.
Beautiful.
Beautiful music, beautiful progress, intentional energy, and just good vibes.
Perfect. Yes. Perfect. And so do you have a favorite show or moment from this past year?
I got many, but you know what? I'm going to go for the Subaru Outdoor Experience.
That was a good show.
That was an amazing show. The energy was up there. I was feeling really good. We were getting closer to the end of our tour too, so it was like, break time's almost here too. But that was an epic show.
That was
epic show, and you know, we don't travel out the state and everything. We've been to so many shows, and I'm looking forward to more epic shows.
Yes. Is there anything specific you're looking forward to in the next year? Jamaica.
Yes,
and you go to Jamaica.
We'll be there January 19th and 20th at the Rebel Salute.
Okay.
Yes, and St. Priory, Jamaica.
Okay.
Plantation Cove. So I'm excited for that.
Okay, bless.
I feel like that's gonna be our one of our biggest shows to date, and I'm ready for it.
We're gonna have to connect and do another video after you come back, and then reflect on that too.
Definitely.
How do you feel the Luv Locz Experiment has contributed to your individual artistry?
I feel like the experiment has allowed me to grow and develop in my own experiment. I've always been an experimental artist. I've always wanted to think outside the box in my creativity and in my artistry. And when I'm having downloads of music, I always let like the tune dictate to me what should be said, you know, over this vibration. And so since fusing with the band, it's allowed the growth of my development and the band's development to just elevate, because I've allowed myself to just become engulfed in real instruments, you know, and that's just a whole nother vibe. It's crazy the downloads that come when you just listen to those live elements of instruments and such. So yeah, kudos to live music.
So this is just from an audience standpoint, but I've always thought that, you know, the band is great, but like the energy that you, Natural Onyx, bring just elevates it even more. I feel like you connect, like you're the type of artist and performer that I want to be, like how you connect with the audience, how you bring a show, no matter, I've seen some pretty low energy crowds, and like it never fails that you show up and raise that energy to meet where you want the energy to be. And that's beautiful. Beautiful to see.
It's a practice. I tell people, you know, I was very shy. I still am an introvert, you know, very discouraged with my talent as a younger woman. And so growing into my grown ass woman mode, you know, I just freely accepted who I was and what I had to offer, and just, you know, it feels good when I'm able to show up and be 100% me in my element, in my energy, and just bring it all. So, you know, I take very intentional practices to heart to ensure that I keep that energy up, no matter what the case.
And that's admirable, both on and off the stage. Because even off the stage, you're just always authentically you, and just give the vibe of I don't give a fuck, because I'm me and I'm cool, and I'm like. Beautiful. What was the moment for you that you realized like Luv Locz is the real deal?
I think I realized that so prior to meeting the Luv Locz, I actually was pushing my image over in Jamaica, and the efforts to do that, I needed I needed the sound that really resonated with who I am as a person. And it was very hard to find this music from producers and engineers because they were, you know, they're used to just a certain type of vibration that's being put out here to the world. And I'm out of the norm. So I was looking for a vibration that was in direct alignment with who I am. Absolutely. And when I met the Luv Locz and was like, okay, they play reggae. Like reggae, I grew up, reggae was my whole life growing up. Like that's all my mom and my dad listened to. So I would say maybe about a year into really collaborating and fusing my image with the Luv Locz's image. A year into our collaboration, you know, it's just we sat down in the basement and Vez actually came up with the idea of having every member of the band create a song, and even if they weren't a writer, like come to the table and bring a tune. And that was a very inspiring moment to me because it opened the doors to like everybody here is in collaboration with everybody, you know.
That part.
And yeah, so you know, it was like that moment of like when you really realize like collaboration kills competition like every step of the way. So, you know, when as the musicians brought their tunes to the table, the tunes that they brought and the downloads that came to me with a lot of those tunes, I was on the car just like, this is about to go. Like this is what this is for. You know? So I remember being filled with so much gratitude as I was writing like TNT, driving up and down a highway from here to Cincinnati to take care of my clients and such. You know, and that's usually where I do a lot of my writing. It's like on the road, driving, or just in deep meditation, or, you know. So it was just like, it was that moment where I was just like, yo, we really about to blow up this spot like TNT.
And you do. Every time. So that was your contribution then. That was what you brought. Well, probably one of the many things you brought at this point, but for that current project.
Well, for that current project, a lot of the projects I write out of some music that I sing.
Okay.
So everything that I'm singing on is written by me. So I brought all of those collaborations to the table, you know, and it was met with beautiful collaborations on the other end. I was just like, this is magic.
So outside of music, what else do you do?
So outside of music, I am a crown health specialist. So I specialize in lock health. I had my lock since I was a baby. So it's a nice, beautiful story behind that. We can go into it at a later time. But I also am a mother and a little bit of a vegan chef. So I'll be looking at host.
Yes, I agree with that.
So here soon, as I have a lot of people asking me for just food ideas, recipes, and such. I want to start
chickpea stew.
Yeah, chickpea stew. Okay, because everybody knows about them chickpeas. Cooking. I was listening
to that on the way over. Yes.
But I look forward to offering like cooking classes, so like cook with me classes, I should say, because that's a little bit more in my lane, you know. I am also the sound bowl practitioner at the Heart Dayton. You know, so the Heart Dayton is the House of Healing Arts, and we're just a huge collaborative collective of consciousness, you know, and we're here to change cycles and enlighten the world.
Bless.
Luv Locz, we on the scene. Blow up the spot